Denim girlies, I know you are excited because we are talking the top denim trends today, from the colors, the styles, the washes, all of those little details, because I love looking at trends, not because it's what's in right now, but it really can help you figure out what pieces might be worth investing in, because when you truly know your style, you know what's going to last, and you'll be able to choose pieces wisely that will actually evolve with your style. So grab your little drinky drink, and for those of you who are not new to it but true to it, thanks so much for tuning back in. And if you happen to be new, I am Jordan Blackwell, and I love to share fashion, beauty, travel, life, and the mindset shifts to help you make them all your own. Starting with the watches, because these are the absolute easiest to sort through. You either kind of love them or you hate them. And what has been trending for the last, I would say, 3 years at this point. So to me, that reads it's more timeless than trend, and that is indigo washes. These dark, deep denim, not like the casual everyday blue, right? Like not like this shade, but darker in that really deep, gorgeous blue. And who did it really well this season? If you guys have been loving collab, Tolu Coco partnered with Topshop on ASOS, and oh my God, her indigo denim, so good. And truly, this is so versatile, and I think one of the most versatile washes because it lends itself to being professional, right? We think of black, we think of brown, we think of all of those colors as more conservative, as safe. And so those read as just more put together and really just work for not just the weekend and looking chic and put together, but also your 9 to 5 when you do want to wear those jeans, but also know that you need to look a little bit more professional. So this is definitely not going anywhere anytime soon, and for very good reason. With spring around the corner, of course, we are seeing more light wash jeans, but what is really taking front stage right now is like beige and tan denim. And I am not mad, y'all. I feel like this is such a fun wash to really experiment with. If you are somebody who has been feeling like your denim is just boring, right? You feel like you have all the good classic blues, you have black, but you want something that's gonna feel fresh and not dated in a couple of years. And I love a good beige jean for just that. It literally softens up your look. It really makes it feel so fun and so airy, but it's also a very timeless color. It is a neutral color, so you're gonna be able to mix and match this with other colors in your wardrobe. It's gonna play really well with the other denim in your wardrobe too. And the other thing I love about the washes specifically is this doesn't just apply to the jeans. If you're somebody who loves a good denim top, if you're somebody who loves denim bags, or if you're looking at other accessories, this also can play out in your accessories too. So keep an eye out, because the tan is so easy, so wearable. I got a pair from Zara that literally you guys have seen me style down in a lot of my mood board in motion videos, because it's just so easy, so fun, and very, very fresh for the season. The next one that you're going to be seeing a lot of, I don't want to call it a micro trend, because I truly feel like this is for the girlies who trust their style, and that is pattern or print denim, right? So the animal print jeans, think lioness, they do it so well. Like they have this snow leopard parallel jean that has literally been on my radar for 2 years now, and every time I see it styled out in the wild, it looks too good. But then I'm also seeing tiger print jeans, I'm seeing deer print jeans. Y'all know that I have a really, really fun pair of like cow print jeans in my wardrobe as well. I really feel like this is less of a trend or even a micro trend. To me, this is really for the people who are not afraid to express themselves, because you're really leaning into the patterns that you like. You're gonna be leaning into colors that you like. And if this is something that you've been wanting to add to your wardrobe and you're kind of like, Jordan, it feels a little scary. It feels like this could literally either age me or just make me look crazy, like a TikTok girly trying to be too cool. I totally get the fear. I would really suggest that you start with what you feel like your power print is. And that is something I talk about in a lot of my videos when picking out what's gonna make the most sense with you and your style, right? So for me, I love a good animal print. I love a good zebra. I love a good leopard print. Those to me read more neutral than they do a trending print. So really just think about what you feel like is a print you gravitate to often. Is it plaid? Is it stripes? And start to play around with those and really kind of see if any of those really land with you. Now moving into the style, you know, I have tried literally almost every style of jean that is out there, and there are a few that are gonna reign supreme this season. First and foremost is very polarizing, and again, you either love it or you hate it, but low rise is back. Millennials, I know, I'm gonna hold your hand, but as someone who finally found a pair of low rise she doesn't hate, I do suggest going out and trying some styles, because one of the things, I know we were all scarred from the America's Next Top Model, like as a series and the documentary, right? But a lot of brands know how to make jeans better now. And I don't think that we've all quite healed from that thought process. I know it took me a while to believe it, but once I started going into the fitting rooms, and y'all know that's why I love a mall day, I do so many denim try on videos for that reason, is because I'm also retraining myself, right? Giving myself that permission, and also learning which brands are cut really well for my body shape. So low-rise jeans, there are quite a few brands that I feel like are doing it really, really well and have found that good balance for the girls who have them slim in the waist, thick in the thighs, you know what I mean? You're trying to find that perfect cut. There's a lot more styles out there now. So Again, you don't have to love it. Let me know if you feel like you want to try it or you don't. I totally get it. For some of us, it feels like maybe it's past our prime, maybe that's a little too young for me, but having a few in my wardrobe, I can say I'm a little bit obsessed with it, and I'm really glad that I gave them a second chance. Then we're gonna be seeing a lot of cigarette and stovepipe jeans. Now, to me, they're fairly interchangeable, but basically they're just a little bit looser than skinny jeans. And I feel like this is such a perfect marriage for those women who literally have been living and dying by their skinny jeans, but also feel like they could use a little bit of a refresh, because the cigarette jeans are literally just gonna be like almost an inch looser than a skinny jean, right? And they're gonna be nice and fitted all the way through and all the way down. And typically I notice that cigarette jeans are a little bit more cropped, so they'll stop maybe at the ankle or just below the ankle. They're not gonna be longer in length. Whereas stovepipe jeans, the rise might be a little bit more medium than high rise. However, you're still getting, again, that kind of fitted yet still kind of loose in the leg area, and they're going to be a little bit longer. And we're just seeing so many more of these styles pop up on the scene as just a relaxed denim. Again, like just giving us permission that not everything needs to be tight, or all the women who might feel uncomfortable in skinny jeans but want to try a skinny type jean out. This is that middle ground I feel like a lot of brands are giving us, and personally I'm not mad at it. It really is going to take some patience though, especially if you are like me and you got a little bit thicker thighs, because we already know even wide leg jeans can sometimes fit like skinny jeans. So that is gonna be a little bit more of a walk in the park to probably find a fit that works for you, but it is gonna be so classic. You're gonna be able to wear that to work. You can get a wash that makes the most sense for you and just really is going to last and look amazing year after year after year. Another blast from the past, we are seeing bootcut jeans resurgence. And again, I'm not entirely mad at this, especially if you are a curvier girl, because this style has always been our friend. But again, back in like the 2000s, they really were not made for us actually in mind, because you remember a lot of them were low rise. They are giving us a lot more mid-rise and high-rise options now that look so good, and a lot more brands are adding more length to the leg as well, because I just cannot stress enough how much a lot of these styles actually were for us back in the day, but the companies just did not make them right. And so now, again, with so many more brands branching out in terms of inclusivity of styling, of height, and all of those things, you're gonna be able to find a good pair of bootcut jeans that works really, really well. And again, what you're noticing with all of the styles I've mentioned so far, even the low rise, I know you might argue me on that, but even the low rise, these are styles that you can play around with even for your 9 to 5, because you can literally wear a blazer over those low rise jeans. No one's gonna know it's low rise, right? And that's what I like about a good bootcut pair of jeans too. It's gonna be so fun for the weekend, especially when you have like concert season and festival season. I feel like this is kind of like that perfect going out jean that also then can be dressed up for your 9 to 5. You have to go to work the next day, and you know, make sure you get them coins and have that bank account looking right. So I really do feel like this is, again, something playful, something that is gonna be long-term, and really about finding the brands that you feel like are working best for you. Another one that I'm seeing a lot, thanks to Loewe, they kind of brought this jean around, and I feel like there have been so many renditions of it now that I truly love. And again, this is more for the girlies who feel confident in their style and in their self, or enjoy expressive style. And that is just like the fold over detail type jeans, right? So Loewe had these with like the bunch front and like that drapey fabric, which so gorgeous. I still stand to like own a pair of these because they're so fun, I feel like. But what we are seeing, I would say, is a little bit more wearable, a little bit more everyday, is where you have the waistband folded over similar to this. Zara has tons of these styles. I actually tried on a pair and did not hate them, which is saying a lot, because if you have seen my Zara try on videos, you know Zara is not always a slim, thick girl's friend. So that is saying a lot when I do find a pair from Zara that I actually enjoy. And so they have been doing this really, really well. And I feel like, again, this is something just so fun, so easy. And if you don't want it to feel too trendy, don't get anything with rips in it. That's gonna make sure that that ages really, really well. It's gonna feel appropriate for a lot more occasions than if you do wanna be a little bit more trend forward, a little bit more fun. Those rips and things like that are gonna add so much personality and look so good. And you can style these with heels, with a tank top, with a cool jacket. There's just so much, I feel like, that these jeans actually give in terms of, again, elevating your everyday outfit, especially if you feel like a lot of your stuff has just been flat. I talk about that often. Like, so many girls, like, you love a t-shirt and jeans, but you can't quite figure out how to not make it feel so plain. And I always urge you to look for elevated basics. So find a pair of jeans, but with something a little bit different. That's just gonna be so easy and so effortless, because it's gonna be as comfortable as your t-shirt and the jeans you used to reach for. But that little detail, I'm telling you, like, the amount of times I get stopped because of those little details, they truly do make all the difference, and age surprisingly better than most people think that they would. A style that is very polarizing, that is still very much trending from last year, is the barrel jeans. Either you love them or you hate them. Somebody absolutely said that I look like a bow-legged cowboy. And I could take that criticism. Again, I feel like it's really about whether or not you're trying to express yourself in your approach to style as to what you feel like is going to really be wearable for you and what makes the most sense. But love them or hate them, you are still going to be seeing them everywhere. And I personally am not mad. I feel like for people who like structure, for people who want, again, something that's going to be effortless and easy, these are such a fun and easy style. You can get them in any wash, any length. Like the crop style is going to be so good for spring. Or if you want a longer style, those are the ones that I personally love. There's just so much versatility with these. And I personally also feel like for my curvier girls who do struggle, these just tend to fit like wide leg jeans should, in my opinion. And I think that's why so many of us love them as much as we do, right? Because we struggle with a good, crisp, wide leg jean. A lot of them end up fitting like skinny jeans, and they're not really giving like the vibes that you want them to give. And so these actually are super comfortable in my opinion as well. And I think that's the other reason we're seeing them kind of still on the rise, going nowhere, because that comfort perspective is so important when we are thinking about something that you plan to wear every single day, especially when it comes to jeans. Like no one's trying to sit around in uncomfy jeans. So the barrel style, to me, it makes the most sense because there is still that like nice cinched in the waist, but then it truly is loose and breezy through the legs, so you can move and groove, chase after your kids, go to work, do what you gotta do, walk around all day and still be comfortable. Another thing that is still coming over from last year is also the denim jorts. I personally do like these as well for a lot of us who have struggled with finding denim shorts that feel appropriate, because I don't know about you, but I got a little something back there. I got a little cake, which is why we do the droppability test in the fitting room, because I ain't trying to give anybody a free peep show. However, when it comes to denim shorts, it can be so hard when you got something in the thighs and in the little cheek area to make sure you have that coverage that feels appropriate, right? And I'm not saying you can't wear short shorts as you get in your older age. Baby, if you feel in your body, please show it. I think the hard part for me is I'm always a time and place kind of person. So not every single opportunity, just because it is 90 and sunny and amazing outside, calls for my booty cheeks being outside. So the jorts is a really great option if you are somebody who is looking for something that's going to be more playful, something that's going to be more appropriate, because this lends itself to so many styles. You're going to see these classic cuts that are nice, are easy, are clean, and are giving very professional, are giving very easy to wear, that are going to work for your weekend occasions, hanging with the family and things like that. But then you do also have the fun, playful style like these that are more cut off style, a little bit more oversized, that really work for like the beach, the concert, hanging with your friends, things like that. And I also feel like I like the baggier style to be a little bit more playful. So with a blazer, with some heels, I think it's such a fun juxtaposition, which you hear me talk about a lot when it comes to really great style, is just that mix, right? That little bit of tension in the outfit. So keep that in mind. I feel like the jorts are going nowhere. It is something that's going to be so fun and so easy. And really, again, just making denim shorts feel a lot more approachable for those of us who just have never really felt like having our thighs outside. You know, like, you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. The girlies who developed early, like, you know exactly what I'm talking about in terms of wearing things that you feel good in, but other people make you feel bad for wearing just because you have a body. You know what I'm saying? That. Something new that I am seeing this year in terms of pieces is actually denim jackets having a much more fun take, right? Like, we've all seen the classic denim jackets, but we are now seeing like the bubble hem denim jackets. I have this one from a friend that I get asked about all the time. It's so easy, so breezy, and so fun. But you're also gonna be seeing more oversized denim jackets. I was recently in Uniqlo, and this oversized yet cropped jacket for my short torso girlies, 100% cotton, so good, so good. And so you're gonna be seeing a lot more just like fun denim jackets that show a little bit more elevation compared to just the old school denim jackets that we are seeing and that we saw like our parents kind of wear. And I think this is just a nod to modernizing just a little bit, right? Not that there's anything wrong with a classic denim jacket. I think just now what we are seeing is people wanting to have a little bit more, again, personal expression, a little bit more je ne sais quoi about their pieces. So that's why we're seeing a lot of the denim jackets, I would say, reimagined. In line with that, same with the chambray tops. We used to see them as very breezy, very effortless, very flowy, but now we're seeing tons of denim corset style tops. Like this one that I got from Lioness a few years ago, and I've been seeing them drop on ASOS, I've been seeing them drop on H&M, are these more fitted style denim shirts, which I really love. I feel like these, again, are for those perfect in-between days, right? It's not cold enough that you need a jacket, but it's also not too hot. You know what I mean? Those days where it's early in the morning and it's freezing and you're walking into the office, but then the office actually has like their heat still on, so you're like trying not to overheat. That's why I love these kinds of shirts, because they're still chic, they're still fitted, they give you a lot of coverage, and they can look really, really professional while still being casual as well. And that, you'll notice, is very common for the pieces that I love to show you when it comes to trends, is still that wearability, that versatility, because I'm not about to tell you to buy something that's only gonna work for one occasion of your life, right? The goal is to, again, find things that are going to evolve with you and work for different scenarios, because why else are we spending our money on something we're only gonna wear once, right? Like, what is the point of that? The next one that is really, really big this year, love it or hate it, is gonna be embellished denim. I personally love it. I finally got a pair from Mango and I am obsessed. They're fun, they're perfect, they're so easy. I love these because, again, they can be playful for your 9 to 5. A lot of the time when it comes to denim for 9 to 5, I feel like a lot of the struggle is something that still feels like it has personality while still being professional. And I think when you choose the right bit of embellishments, you get both. Because the great thing about these Mango jeans, again, I can wear these for a concert on the weekend. I can wear these to brunch on the weekend. They literally just are so fun, so playful, but they are as comfortable as a regular pair of jeans. And they also don't have rips or tears, so that means they're gonna be more appropriate for the 9 to 5. So that's the other thing, again, as you are looking at things that feel a little bit more trend forward, think about those little details that, again, will give you that versatility between what you're doing from a day-to-day perspective and those one-off occasions. Because I think so often when people kind of buy into trends, they're buying into trends for that one-off occasion instead of for their everyday life. And there's definitely a way that you make sure you have both covered. For styling, to me, I'm not really seeing anything wowing or different. Denim on denim, of course. Is that never or not? I feel like it's not really a trend, right? Denim on denim is always gonna look good. And it's really just a conversation about, is it light wash denim on denim? Are we mixing the denim washes? Is it dark wash denim? You know what I mean? Like, denim on denim is always gonna look good. It's always gonna look amazing. It can be clean, it can be fun, it can be playful. And again, it's such a great way to really show that personality. Again, you can mix a pair of pattern denim with a plain wash top or a plain wash jacket, right? You can mix some colored denim, things like that. So I feel like denim on denim is something that is always gonna look good. It's always gonna look chic. And we're just gonna see, not really a trend at this point, which is why I love it. The other thing I'm seeing a lot of this year is actually denim vest styling. And I will say who did it really, really well, if you guys were paying attention to the Harlem Fashion Row Gap collaboration, Nicole Benefield, and specifically this denim vest. Right? And I love that she thought that through. Not only can it be buttoned up in the center, but the buttons are on each side so you can adjust it however you want and make it zesty. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of people play around with denim vests and how they can be reimagined and restyled in fun and new ways. So I think that that's something that you're gonna see emerging just a little bit. I'm not gonna say you're gonna see it everywhere, but you are gonna be seeing it a lot on the kind of girls who know. You know what I mean? And I feel like those are the trends I also love to bring to you. I don't wanna call them micro trends. I'm really trying to find a word for it. Help me figure out what we should call that below. It's really not, I would say, again, a micro trend. It really is, to me, the people who know their style, right? And the people who understand how to play with the pieces they own. Because a lot of the girlies, I'm noticing they're not buying brand new denim vests. They're really kind of reimagining the pieces in their wardrobe already. And that's the last piece I want to leave you with whenever it comes to my trend videos, right? Like, of course, take what you want, leave the rest, but also look in your closet first. See if you've got something in there that you can reimagine and breathe some life into. Sometimes embellished jeans are just a fun DIY on the weekend, right? Or maybe you can even do like a fun pattern on your jeans your own way, whether you want to do some acid wash or you want to play around with some bleach or something like that. So don't ever feel like you have to rush out and buy new things. That's never the point of these videos. The point of these videos, again, is to show you what, of course, everyone is out there wearing so you can start getting those sparks and those juices flowing and really see what might make more sense for you and breathe new life into your wardrobe if you've been feeling that it's just flat or not hitting how you want to. And if you made it to this point, you might as well boop that follow button because you're very much picking up what I'm putting down and the philosophies behind not just what looks good, but what's going to translate for you and have a wardrobe that not just makes you look good, but actually feels good and evolves with you. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.